Welcome to the week ahead, our look at the best games coming to Xbox next week. We're going to climb aboard the Gaming Express to visit some spacey locations, as well as a dive underwater. This week is seriously lacking on the blockbuster front, but we do have our weekly wildcard, an indie game that is worth taking a second look at. And our first pick is Deserted. In an unknown, distant system, you crash land on a mysterious planet. As your mission captain takes his last breath, your journey unfolds and the fight for survival begins. Deserted is a stylised 3D action-adventure with light RPG and narrative elements. Inspired by the alien atmosphere of Out of This World, the game combines narrative storytelling with survival and fast-paced strategic combat to deliver a thrilling adventure. Players will traverse dense forests, enormous spires and ancient ruins, set against a colourful, low-poly aesthetic. Cetus. Relax and enjoy brain-teasing block puzzles with a chilled undersea theme. Cetus is a block-arranging puzzle game in which players fit various shapes into empty squares on the puzzle board to clear the stage. With a gameplay that sounds quite familiar, pieces must be rotated and flipped to fit together and be successfully placed in the right order. However, a big difference to the famous game that sounds a bit like Cetus, there's no time pressure. You can take your time solving each puzzle. Train Valley 2 Community Edition. Build railroads, upgrade your locomotives and keep your trains on schedule without delays or accidents to meet the ever-growing demand of the cities and industries in your tiny valley. Take your railroad company from the days of the Industrial Revolution and into the future, meeting the needs of the valley's cities and industries. So, if you've ever wanted to solve complex logistics and transportation problems, who hasn't, fancied yourself as a bit of a train mogul, or you just love solving puzzles, there's a lot for players, new and old. Alina of the Arena. Play as Alina, a formidable female gladiator who must engage in relentless combat in front of a bloodthirsty crowd to survive, round by round. With roguelike deck building and hex-based tactics, players are no longer bound by simple attack and defence. You'll have to make use of dodges, knockbacks and anything you can to stay alive. Unlike traditional deck builders that focus on attack and defence, the tactics element adds a dimension of positioning. Dupe your enemies into attacking each other or use the terrain to gain an upper hand. Our weekly wildcard this week is Worldless, a 2D active turn-based platformer set in a newborn universe based on entities trapped in an eternal conflict by the polarising nature of their attractions. Players will explore intricate and interconnected areas full of secrets and mysteries to uncover with a plethora of abilities like dashing and wall jumps. Using turn-based rules, fights combine traditional combat with active time actions for a thrilling and strategic combat, where your knowledge of game mechanics and skills will be put to the test. Those are the 5 new Xbox games we think are worth playing this week. Before you go, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment if you'd like to get in touch. But for now, we'll see you next week.